What's up guys, it's Shadowfax again, and today, as I promised, I am bringing a bit of sniping. This isn't the best gameplay of sniping at all. I'm being a total noob using the ACOG scope, but I don't care, because, I don't know, okay, I don't think the ACOG scope, I don't think it's too newbie really, if you think about it, because you can't see quite as far with it. But then again, you don't get that whole jigging around, you know, you're sniping trying to do a dance. Anyway, this was I believe the first match I did, like a public match of sniping. So I was being a noob using my ACOG scope. I think I went 13 and 5, so not brilliant, but not terrible. All the matches after this, I sort of did. I didn't do too bad, but I didn't go negative, but I didn't go positive. So, and they weren't that brilliant. But I am getting better, and I actually got a game on Modern Warfare 2 while I was sniping, admittedly with my ACOG, but I went like 20 and 4, and I went bloody recording. I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you fucking joking me? I think it was something like 20 and 4, something like that. It was quite good, and I did like the best out of everyone, and I was running around sniping with my ACOG scope, and I'd only gone on there like just for a laugh, just by myself. And so I didn't bother recording, and then I did quite well. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, yeah, I think I do mostly hardscoping this, but I'm still getting the hang of the whole quickscoping thing, but I am a hell of a lot better. So just bear with me, people. Just bear with me. I will get there in the end. I do have a game. I love this bit. I was just like, oh look, there's someone there. I bet when he watched the kill cam, he was well pissed. Yeah, I do have a gameplay of a one-on-one sniper match with me and my friend, and there I am actually quickscoping a bit, so I will get that up at some point. But first off, I just wanted to put this up, and so yeah, today I wanted to talk about. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm sorry, I'm just playing with my microphone there and making it bobble around. Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about, so that I have a subject, is how crazy is the world getting these days? Like, why is everyone like a psycho and wants to kill each other all the time? I mean, come on. I mean, I kill people on COD so that I don't kill people in real life. Do you know what I'm saying? I take my stress out on COD. Why can't other people do the same? Because they're just crazy. What is going on? I don't know. All I am hearing about lately is bad things happening. And okay, there's been a few things like around my area where I live, on the local radio. I just keep hearing about people having car crashes and dying or being seriously injured, and I'm like, what is? I was like, oh my god, it's a sign about 2012. And then I was just hearing all these crazy things. Like there was like the England game on Tuesday. I think it was Wales against England for some qualifier. I don't know. I don't really follow the football, but. And some poor Welsh guy got like beaten up and had a heart attack because some English supporters. And I'm like, what is wrong with all these football hooligans? And then there was some guy got stabbed up for some reason. Some school kid was walking along and some other kids were throwing conkers at him, so he asked them not to, and he got stabbed in the heart. I mean, what is going on these days? And then, like, I live in the east of England. I live in, if you can hear creaking, it's my chair. I live in a village. The nearest town, I've got like, well, two big towns. I've got a little town next to me, sort of thing. I suppose you could call it a town. And then the two nearest big towns are like 20 minutes away, I suppose, and either side. And then we've got another one that's a bit further up. But like, I live in a little. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I live in a little village, and like I think there's about 2,000 people that live in my village, something like that. It's not very big at all. And then like the next village is only like, well, small town village, I don't know, but that's about 10,000 people. You know, like their biggest shop is Tesco's. So, and if you don't know what Tesco's is, because you're American or something, it's a supermarket. But anyway, it's and it's also the most expensive Tesco's in the country. Not the biggest one, but it's the most expensive. Anyway, just thought I'd throw that fun fact out there. I used to work there. God help me. I was so glad when I got sacked. Anyway, and So yeah, you wouldn't really expect things to happen around here. Well, the other week, some poor woman in the next in the next village, town thing, whatever you want to call it, where the Tesco's is, right next to Tesco's actually, she got stabbed up. Like, her husband, her estranged husband, for whatever reason, went round there, stabbed her, left her to die, and then they caught him trying to make a bung for it. And that was just, you don't expect that kind of thing to happen so near you. And I was like, oh my god. And when I go to work, and I'm a carer for the elderly, I go round to their houses, so I'm driving around all the time. And I was driving past this house where it happened all the time, and all you could see was the forensic guys there, and God knows how many police, and it all cornered off. And I was like, oh my god. And they had like a massive tent outside the house over the front door. And then a few days later I saw the forensic guys there, and they were like checking out like next door's car and stuff, and her car and all that. And I was thinking, oh my god, did she like manage to drag herself outside or something? And like the dog had been locked in the back garden, so it's obviously premeditated, because he obviously didn't want to start on her while the dog was there, because the dog might have protected her or something. But I was just like, what is going wrong with the world? And me and my mum were talking about it, and we were just like, everything's so crazy. And then like, in one of the towns just up the road, there's like been some guy that's just been stabbed. I don't know why, but he's been stabbed up. And I was just like, this is all going crazy. And my mum made a very valid point. I have to agree with her. She says, like, because years and years ago, let's face it, nobody ever there was never this much crime. And I mean, the worst that there was were Nazis, and I mean, they were pretty bad. But you know, that was one massive major thing. You didn't have all these murders all the time, and people just starting on people because, oh, they support a different football team or some shit like that, or someone's pissed them off. And my mum made a very valid point that all those years ago, when they were kids and they went to school, if they were a little shit, their teachers were allowed to beat them. Like, well, not beat them, but hit them. And they're not allowed to do that anymore. And like, parents are told, don't hit your kids, you're not allowed to, blah blah blah. And so I think, and she said, and that's, you didn't get all that crime all those years ago because the people were allowed to discipline children. Teachers were allowed to discipline children. They were allowed to do it so that the child thought twice about ever doing it again. And she said she thinks that should be brought back, and I think that should be brought back. And also harsher penalties, much harsher penalties. Bring hanging back. And if I had my way, I'd bring back hanging, drawing, and quartering. And if you don't know what that is, that was like back in Tudor times when they would literally hang them, then they would bring them down before they were dead. They would like burn a feather under their nose to keep them awake, and then they would like open them up like in like a cross, like quarters, and then like pull out their insides while they were watching. Oh, I mean, can you imagine if you thought that was going to happen to you if you were a little shithead? You'd think twice about doing it. Anyway, I've run right over schedule, but still, I've got so many opinions on this. I'm just like, yeah, bring back all the public executions and shit, and then we wouldn't have this problem, would we? Let's face it, we wouldn't have all these bloody morons just running around killing each other because they said, oh, you're a fucker. You know, you have to watch what you say to people these days. You know, you can't have an opinion because they might just suddenly pull out a gun and shoot you in the face. But I can't have a gun and pull out and shoot them in the face. You know, I would think they could come pull out a gun, shoot me in the face, and I shoot them back in the face, and I'd still get done, even though I'd be dead. But anyway, I love you guys. Please like the video if you did like it. Let me know if you want to see some better sniping, obviously, because this was quite crap. But I will hopefully get some better ones. And I have actually got, once I get around to finding it in theatre and recording it, I have actually got a bit of sniper gameplay from Black Ops. So, yeah, peace guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you lovely people again soon. Bye!